Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Guys, this is another interesting project. Guys, we're going to make a simple fitted dress with circle puff sleeves. So this is the Africa print material we're going to use on this tutorial, and the part of I'm going to take out the measurements and I will explain to you guys. So this is the fabric. I fold it into four. Now we're going to, as you can see, I've rolled out the markings. So now this is the guideline up here. So this place is going to be the front. So we're going to start our measurement from this line. So because we fold it into four and I left 1.5 inches for zip. So now we're going to insert the shoulder measurement. With 30 inches divided by 2, we have 6.5 plus 0.5 sewing allowance. So we're going to make it 7 inches. So we add it. So the armhole, we have 14 inches, which is 7 plus 5 plus 0.5 sewing allowance. I make it 7.5 here. This is going to be the armhole. Okay guys, so it's going to be just a round neck. The neck depth is going to be 3 inches. So I mark 3 inches here, and the width, the wideness is going to be 3 inches as well. So I put 3 inches, 3 inches matches. Okay, so that is it. So the back depth, we're going to take 1 inch. So I'm taking 1 inch from the back depth and I connect it like this. So it's just a simple dress which is going to have the circle puff sleeves, and we're going to concentrate on the sleeve. I think this is just too simple. So on the shoulder measurement, which we have 7 inches, so from here I'm going to go down here by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So we connect it like this to meet the shoulder line, like this. Shoulder to bust point, I have 12 inches. From shoulder to under bust, I have 14 inches. From under bust to waist, I have 16 inches. Okay, so those are the marking. From that, I'm going to divide it into 2. So it's going to be my seam allowance to sew the upper part with the down part together. Okay, so we just have from the upper part now, we're going to have 16.5 here, 16.5. The 0.5 is the sewing allowance, and I don't want to cut it then I join it, so I just want to explain everything together. So the other 0.5 is going to join the waist line. Okay, so if I want to start, I'm going to start from 17 for the waistline. From the waistline to hips, we have 9 inches. This is the line, 9 inches. So that is it. Okay, yeah, so the length is 43 inches, and I add 2 inches to fold it, which is 45 inches. Okay, so now we're going to insert the body measurement. So the bust measurement is 41 inches divided by 4, we have 10.25 plus 2 inches sewing allowance, we're going to have 12.25. so I'm going to put 10.25. okay, let me just make it 10.5. yeah, I'll put 10.5 here. So the other 2.5 is going to be the east. So now I'm going to make it 10.5 for bust line. This is it, 10.5. So I'm going to take the line up. So that is where we're going to take the armhole. 5 from the bust. Then from under bust we have 4 divided by 4. We're going to have 5 plus 2 inches sewing allowance, which is 10.5. So we're going to add 10.5 here also. So now we're going to take the waist measurement. The waist measurement is 37 divided by 4. I have 9.25. 2 inches sewing allowance. We're going to have 11.25. So I put 11.25 here. So if we were to make it the east, we're going to add the other 2.5. So we'll make it make it 11.5. So now we're going to start from the hips line. So this is the hips line. We're going to start from the waistline. You know that I put 1 inch in between the waistline of the upper part and the waistline of the down part. So we're going to start from 43 divided by 4. We have 10.75 plus 2 inches. It's making 12.75. So I'm going to put there, we make it 13 inches. Okay, so this is the hip line. From there, from the bottom part, I'm going to go in by 1.5 here, and I'll connect the line from the hips 0.5 at the bottom part, because it's going to give that shape. Yep. Sorry. So now I'm going to make the hips line to be a little bit curved here. Okay, so that is it. So now I'll connect this other line like this. So this. So now we're going to, from the armhole, we're going to go in by 1 inch. Connect it like this, like that. You're going to go into the front part. We're going to go in by 0.5 here. That is the when you get the midpoint. So the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. We have 8. So which is 4? Is it 8? Yeah. Here is 8. Yeah. So we have the midpoint. So we go in by like. So this place is going to be the front part. So now we're going to cut this to see what we have. Before we cut this, I'm going to insert the nipple measurement. The bust point, the nipple to nipple is 8, so I'm going to take 4 inches here. So I'm going to take it to the waistline, 4 inches. I'm taking it to the waistline like this. So I'll connect the line together by 1 inch. Okay. Yes, I'll go down by 1 inch, up by 1 inch. I will, from the waistline, this is the waistline, which is that 16. I will take 0.5 on both sides. 0.5, 0.5. I want to make sure that the T is perfect. Yeah, 0.5, 0.5 on both sides. That is 1 inch for the darts. So from the hips, from the waist to the hips line, I'm going to go down by like 6, because I don't want any folding. I don't want any. So I now connect the line like this. Sometimes if you make it 10 inches from the waist to the hips line, or you make it to where the hips line is, I think it's a little bit better. So now I'm going to take 9 inches from the waist to the hips line, which is 9 inches. So I'm going to start the dart there. Yeah, from here I'm going to start the dart. I think it's going to be more better. So I start the dart there. I'm going to connect the line there to meet this line. Okay, I'm still going to add 1 inch here, so that when I sew it, I'm still going to add 1 inch here. So it's going to be from this dart here. Okay, 0.5 to sew this together. I will still going to have our normal measurement. Okay, so now we're going to cut this. The back neckline first. Then I take the slides of the shoulder. Yeah, then I cut. You see the way I'm cutting it. I think it's easy this way. That place we entered. So it's going to be like that. So this is I need to So this is the back, this is the front. This is the front pattern. So I'm going to cut the neckline to go in by one inch. Then connect it round neck 1 inch. Okay, and this is the back part. So now I'm going to cut the by this to meet that one. So I'll mark the, let me mark it. So I have to match it. Okay, the both sides. So this is where it's going to start from. So we have, let's see what we have. I think we have 1.5. So I'll mark it like this here. So from then I will take 4 inches. So now mark it here. 1.5. So this place is going to be the zip allowance. 4 inches here. This is the dart. So this is the front, this is the back. So that is it. Cut the sleeve. So this one is ready. So this, the first, this is the back. You have to mark it to know the front and back. So this is going to be here like this, and this one is going to be here like that. Okay, so the front and the back. So this is it. I'm going to divide the 15, which is the measurement. 15 divided by 6.28, which is the radian, to get the full volume of this circle. We have 2.3 plus 2, have plus 15, so we have 90.7. So we're going to take the measurement here, 90.7. Yeah, rather you can complete it to make it 20. But I'm going to take that 4.7 off like this. Cut it now, because we had 2 inches, the inches to turn it up, everything is together for the elastic. So I use the other one to cut the other one. So we have there is the sleeve. So we're going to use elastic to fold it. You can see how volume we're going to have. You can see how much volume we're going to have. So cut the interface with the same fabric on the now is, so this is the front. So we're going to both sides together. This is the front, same thing. So after joining it together, then I'll bring it. Okay, so this is the parts. The same fabric for the lining. So now I'm going to join it together. First, what I need to do is, this is going to be the inner part, and yeah, this is the back zipper allowance. So this is how it's going. The shoulder together, the shoulder line, then you pin it down. So now I'm going to, guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do subscribe, like this video, guys. Oh my god, why is it twist? Okay, yeah, perfect. All around. Now I just sewed the neckline. Before I top stitch, I'm going to like niche it, or you can just cut it like this. I just have to niche it. Okay, you just like, you have to be very careful when you're doing it. So this is the sewing line, and just niche it like this. Okay, so be careful with your hands like that. So to the back side, this is the back that is open. This is the back where we're going to put the zip. So we turn the seam we turn this seam to the back like this. See this seam, we turn it to the back like this, not the front part. So we turn it to the back side. We just top stitch this line just as much as you can, not too close to the first line. So you just leave like 0.1, okay, like 0.1. we just stitch it all the way to the other side of the back, okay. So everything, so where we're going to turn is going to be the inner one, the inner part. So the outside part, we don't want to see any line there, okay. So guys, this is it. This is the inner part and this is the line. I think you guys can see it. This is the line. This is the front part. Did you see any line? No. This is the outside part. No line. It is on it. Okay. So this is how it's going to look. The seam matches this. Match this, the back part. Then I'm going to attach this. Then I'll be right back. We're almost done. The lining, all the darts is all ironed, and to be the line inside, and I've sewed the dart as well on this, so I need to iron it now. Before we sew the side seam, we're still going to take the measurements to get the appropriate measurement. So when you are sewing the upper part together, you just have to make sure that we match the seam together. So this is the same, it's just the same thing. See, so this is how I'm going to sew it. I'll turn it like that. So this is the dart, so it just match. So when I sew it together, and before you join it together, you take the mark it. So the waist is 7 divided by 2, which is 80.5. So I'm going to mark it 80.5 here. The seam is aligned to each other, okay. So I need to sew it together now, and then we attach the sleeve and it's finished. So the inner parts, I've sewed everything. Look at it, the lining. So now I'm going to put the zip. I'm going to put the zip after the, guys, this is it. I've decided the zip. Now we're going to the sleeves. So this is the circle sleeves. This is where I'm putting the sleeves. I'm going to print it on the back side, and same thing on the front side. So I'm going to pleat it to get the whole armhole. So that is how I'm going to do it. So you pleat, then you fold it just about. So I'm going to put the elastic, then I pull it so to form the gather, okay. Or you sew it first, then you take the measurement of the round arms, then you cut the same elastic with the same circumference, then you start it. So that will be the end of the video. This channel, if you've not subscribed, and thank you for watching. I'll be right back to show you the finish of this beautiful dress. So don't forget to follow me on